Hello, welcome to Scotty's Toy Box. I'm Scotty, and pull up a chunk of that internet while we still have it, because you and I need to have a talk. I'm pretty goddamn pissed off right now, and I don't care who knows it. Let me tell you something. I took an oath 3 times in my life that I take very seriously. It was to protect and defend my country, this country, from foreign and domestic enemies. And right now I feel like we have both running rampant. Trump is a traitor. I don't care how you see it. I don't care what you think of it. He is a traitor, and it has been proven with his last performances. He's an idiot, he's a moron, he's despicable and everything else, but he is a traitor to the country. Another thing, anybody in his administration that follows him is a traitor to this country. They all swear an oath to uphold the Constitution, the laws of the country, and they do not do it. Let me tell you something else right now. Anybody who still supports Trump is my enemy, as much as the damn ISILs and the damn terrorists and any other group are my enemies. If you support Trump, you're an enemy to this country and to all we believe. And I can prove that. I can show it in history. I can show you where you're wrong, if you will hear it, if you will see it, if you will believe it. But I don't give a damn if you do or don't. You are the enemy if you still support Trump. Okay, I can give some people a little bit of a pass who supported Trump, saying they didn't know, but, economically or whatever, they wanted his policies, what they thought. Well, the Republicans have to be better on those policies than Democrats, which is not true historically. I'd like every Republican who votes economic issues to look into history and see when they made the most money. And it was always under a Democrat. It was never under a Republican. Every single time a Republican got into office, the goddamn deficits went up. These are facts. But a lot of people like to just, oh my God, Democrats spend. They spend, spend, spend. You know what? It's the Republicans that spend. It's the damn Democrats that have to clean up the mess. Well, I'm done with it. If you still support Trump, don't expect me to be civil, because I'm not going to be. I've just posted several things online. My whole frickin' civil rights and that have been come into issue. We have children in cages. Immigrant children in cages. We have actual evidence of a U.S. citizen and their child being swept up in this. We're taking children with no attempts to record who they belong to or where they belong. I mean, with what parent or whatever, and we didn't have a system that cared. Can you not see the problem with that? If that happened in your neighborhood, would you not be out in arms? We have people being denigrated against because of race. We have civil rights laws being just thrown aside, voting rights being taken away. This is a democracy. We are losing the democracy part of it. People, don't ask me to be civil again, because you won't like my response. Every single indicator, every scientific study, every frickin' poll shows what's going on. Our president of this country, who is illegitimate from day one, it has been proven he's illegitimate. And that's what he desperately fears. He fears that his taxes and his information, he's a frickin' person involved with criminal activities, money laundering. Look it up. We've had frickin' specials on it on TV, documentaries. This is not new news. But this is an individual who is ushering in an age of this country that mirrors 1930s Germany. I served in Germany in the 1980s. I was in Berlin. They weren't all bad people. But the people let the thugs come in. They let the thugs take over. They let Hitler be elected. He was elected. Hitler was elected, for God's sakes. Do you not remember your history? And he just took over because he did things nobody else would do and got away with it. He put people out in the streets to intimidate. He took over the news organizations. This is what is happening in our country. The Nazis are rising again, and they're going to be the American Nazis. Stop it now before it gets too damn late. It's already too late. This country had a goal. We were the city on the hill, the shining beacon. We're not anymore. We're the laughing stock, and we're feared. And I got to tell you, having the world's greatest military won't go down well if we do what Nazi Germany did, and we are walking that path. Now, on my personal rights, I will fight for. On your rights, I will fight for as long as they're constitutional. I will not take anybody else's rights over, how to put this? We all have rights, but your rights end at the tip of my nose. The right of your arm to swing ends at the tip of my nose. The right of my arm to swing ends at the tip of your nose. We have to have equality in this country, and that means for the people coming in. You know what? They say, oh, they're illegals. They came here illegal to ask for asylum. You have to be in the friggin' country to ask for asylum. That's the law. Yet we treat them like criminals when they get here to ask for it. Don't follow Fox News. Don't follow these goddamn Alex Jones sites. Wake up, smell the coffee, learn what's happening, and fight for your country, because this is still our country. But I don't know how for much longer. All right, I'm going to post this. I'm just so dang angry over things I've read, things I've posted. And you know what? Here you go. The National Intelligence Director shocked to hear that Trump just invited Vladimir Putin to the White House. Yes, we're inviting his master. It's very plain. I mean, I don't care whether Trump had hookers. We know he had hookers in the apartment when he was over there. That we know in the hotel room. That is a proven fact by his own people. Whether they peed on the bed or not, I don't care. But we know that the money that Trump organization has had to build their hotels and to get their contracts has come from Russia, because Eric and Don Jr. admitted it and said it. God dang, you people, you don't have to be a freaking rocket scientist to see, oh, they said this. Let's believe them. They got their money from Russia. They are so deep in debt to Russia that if there was no PP tape, that would be enough. Trump is broke. He's poor. He has much, much more than he has in assets. For you and I, that's like having too many credit card debt for our income. But for him, it's a little different. He has that cushion because there is a higher amount of income. Still, it's still swamped by the debt. The other thing, we know he was involved in the mob here in the United States. He had them when he was doing his inauguration ceremonies. He had mob members on the frickin' stage with him. He's given business cards out to mob members that said, I work for XXX, and company that Trump owns, with the mobster's name on it. These are facts. These aren't some kind of delusional daydreams. These are recorded facts. Now, you go and you ask, well, gee, he's got all this money that he's tied up in Russia. Whether or not there's a P-tape, there's still a control. Because he's still trying to make money off of every single person, diplomat, country that wants to do business with the United States. The emolument clause has been blown wide open, but yet the Republicans won't do anything. The ones in Congress, and that's treasonous. That again is treasonous. If they are so fearful for keeping their jobs that they won't speak up over what we know, documented, is illegal and wrong. We have no country of laws. We are not a country of laws. We have no country at all. We don't have a democracy. We have a frickin' dictatorship. A man who is above the law. No man is above the law in this country. That was what was said during President Nixon's term. No man is above the law. Right now we are showing that we do have a president above the law. And what is that? That is a dictator. That is a king. And that's what he wants to be. And that is what is being supported by the Republican Congress. And this, god dang it, is personal for every one of us. You, me, and everybody else. All right. Thank you. I'm going to post this. I don't care whether anybody watches it or not, but those that do, please just tell me whether or not you agree with me. Dang it, this is Scotty, and hugs for all except for them damn traitors.